I'm the Queen Mary. Rather, we never left in Long Beach, California. And we have been joined by yet another member of Tinker. Would you please introduce yourself?
I'm Corena Gibson. I'm the costume designer and associate producer for Tinker.
And Emily on my other side.
I'm Emily Lawrence. I am an actress in Tinker playing the role of Amaryllis.
Okay. So, how did you get involved in costuming in general?
I've been in the film industry since I was 4 years old, and when I was on 15, I was on the set of a Walt Disney musical called Newsies.
Newsies?
Yes, I was, and it just, I fell in love with the wardrobe department and was just always there, and that was another Victorian era type film, and I knew at that moment I wanted to be a costume designer, but when I went to school, parents wouldn't pay for it, so I joined the Air Force for 6 years.
Wow.
And then when I got out, I came out, went back to went to school, got my degree in fashion design and art history at the same time, and my first gig out of college was designing costumes for SeaWorld of San Diego.
Wow. So how many costumes there did you create?
I did all their Halloween for the year 2001.
Okay. Exciting.
And everything worked on their Cirque du Lumiere show and everything, and it was just awesome. It was a great experience, and then I moved up to LA and broke into the film industry.
So how did you manage to break into the film industry?
Craigslist.
Okay.
Scouring Craigslist for jobs that looked interesting, and found a good film and worked on it. I'd done some internship on some TV shows in San Diego while I was going to school there, so I had enough experience to get my foot wedged in the door.
It's a good thing, and you also have your own clothing line as well.
I do. My namesake line is Ann Rock, which is just Corena backwards. Very creative. It works so hard on that name.
Okay. So how did you get involved in Tinker itself?
I answered an ad. I saw an ad online that was looking for costume designers that could do steampunk genre. And I was like, woohoo! It's costume designer's dream, so filled in, sent my resume and got called in, met him the next week, and been on the project ever since.
Okay. So you have many hats in the project. What are some?
Well, the one that I'm wearing, I made it myself.
On the project, you have many roles that you fill, essentially.
Yes.
What are a few of them, at least?
Well, my main one is costume design, getting all the characters done, but then I've also been moved up to associate producer because yes, it is kind of exciting because I've been filling in more roles, helping out with, script doctoring, character development. I've been involved heavily in the organization of the project and getting, our scheduling down, ready to film. I've been heavily promoting with our Kickstarter program, which was successful. Yay!
Did you have any involvement in the Kickstarter program at all, or not
I
as much?
shared it on Facebook and
so
tried to get people to
But you didn't have much you had to do since you show up a little bit later in the series itself.
I think all of the cast, we were all asked to try to raise awareness of the project, get our friends and family and everyone interested to hopefully donate money and things like that. So I did that sort of thing, but I wasn't involved in the creation of the page or anything like that.
So you're mostly just the acting and the promoting.
In this
face.
In this project, I am a pretty face. That's my job.
That's okay. It's an exciting job, and what do you love?
It's a very pretty face.
Yes, it is. Okay, so Emily was saying earlier that filming starts in possibly, what was that?
I think it was the end of the month, right?
End of the month?
Well,
Pilot?
we're actually looking at first week of March.
First week of March now.
We're
okay.
still heavily in pre-production. We're almost done with costumes, but we have a lot to go, and we're waiting. The Kickstarter's going to help with that, with the quality and everything. But we are actually starting. We're breaking down and building our first sets right now.
Wow.
And that's going to take some time, so that's why it got pushed back, and we're looking at the very first week of March.
Okay. Well, that's exciting. And how long do you think that's going to take to film? Rough guess.
For the pilot episode, we're looking at about 17 to 20 days
Okay.
to film.
So it'll keep you busy for a month.
Yes.
At least filming wise.
Yeah.
Post-production, that's another story.
Yeah. But we do actually got a new amazing editor who's got some credits. I think he was an editor on West Wing.
Okay. You believe?
I forget, it was on the Kickstarter program. I have not personally met him yet, but
You'll get there.
Excited to know that we have a very experienced, editor who has joined on board to be part of our project. So we're like, yay.
Did you guys know each other before Tinker at all, or no?
No.
So did you meet through a convention or at a Tinker meeting type?
We had a booth at Kamikaze.
Okay.
And so we were there to promote the show.
Okay.
To Kamikaze people there.
Exciting.
That's where we met.
Okay.
That's where I met most of the cast, actually.
Okay. Makes sense.
And then after that, I met them, and they were coming in for their fittings,
Okay.
one at a time.
Have you done her fitting yet?
I don't think I was actually the day I had my audition. They cast me on the spot, and there were two costume girls there
Yeah.
who fit me right there. And then but I don't think you were there.
Yeah, I never
It was
had-
really exciting, actually.
Never had to call you in because I had your sheet of measurements. So
Yeah,
I
they
was
did all my
so-
measurements.
That's great. That's actually wow.
Yeah, it was one of those things where I'm not sure that's ever happened to me before. It was like I did the audition, and there were like tons of people still waiting to go and everything, and most of the roles as the roles were cast, they were like showing what was left.
Yep.
And my role was kind of the only role that was sort of, I guess you would say, like a larger role with
Yeah.
more of a central plot line kind of thing.
Yep.
And so it was like kind of the one I imagine a lot of people wanted.
Wanted.
And so I went up and I did my audition, and Sean, who was casting it, he told me to hold on. He went and got Michael, and Michael came back and he was like, okay, do the rest of the scene. And they watched it, and then they went into this so it was actually a sound booth, but it was a closet because it's where they were keeping the costumes. So they walked into a closet together, and they had this little meeting, and it was soundproof, so I didn't know what they were saying.
Yep.
And then they were like, Emily, come in here. And I went into the closet with them. And so we're all standing in the closet, and they're like, do you want the role? And I was like, well,
Duh.
yeah, I mean, that's why I'm here. And so they gave it to me, and I got measured for my costumes right there on the spot. It was very exciting. I was really happy about
It was
it.
wonderful.
So those things where I just walked out like to my car and I called my mom and I was like, Mom, I just had an audition and got cast in the same minute, and it was awesome. It's very exciting.
Okay, so what are some of your upcoming projects aside from Tinker?
Oh God, I have so much going on this year. I'm actually having my own namesake fashion show on February 6th at Los Globos, which is a huge concert area here in LA with Raw Artists, which is this huge organization that likes to present unknown artists and designers out there. I'm doing another sci-fi full-length feature called Atom 8, which follows a group of 8 women around space to save humanity.
I want to be in that. Don't you?
Actually, yeah, that's Sean's project.
Yeah, that's Sean. It's another producer that's on this project that I'm also
Okay.
doing. And I've actually also, I've written my own full-length feature. And it started off as a joke, and it's turned into something greater, and I actually have a meeting next month with Fox
Exciting.
about it.
Wow. I
And-
think you guys need to talk about
Yeah.
scripts, because you're
Yeah.
apparently both working on them.
Yep. And it's cool because it's a Western.
Ooh, so just straight up Western?
No, it's a, I don't want to give away to, it's a zombie Western.
Zombie Western. Okay. Sounds exciting.
Doing so. This year's looking very promising and very good.
That's amazing.
For everything. So that's yay.
Well, thank you for meeting with us. I have one final question.
Okay.